This is VM FETE, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, a production of the Victoria Mutual Foundation and the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica.
Hey everyone, welcome to the final episode in our VM FETE series, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, the Secondary Schools Edition. I am Roxanne Christian-White, Assistant Manager, VM Wealth Management Ltd. In this episode, we will be discussing the importance of bookkeeping as you manage your social enterprise. Congratulations on the establishment of your social enterprise. Now that you have developed this great idea for a business that will benefit your community, whether it be your school or where you live, you want to ensure that you have good business practices. Specifically, we will be focusing on bookkeeping. Just before we get into bookkeeping matters, it is important that you open a bank account for your social enterprise. Our VMBS representatives can help you open an account at Victoria Mutual. Having an official bank account helps you to better manage the finances of your business. Now, let's get into bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is the recording of all financial transactions, including financial records of purchases, sales, receipts, and payments. It also involves storing and retrieving your financial transaction records. You can do this by using spreadsheets in Excel. There are 4 main steps in the bookkeeping process. 1. Gather your source documents. These may include your check records, if you use checks, your deposit records, funds you may have deposited to a bank account, your bank statements, bills you receive from persons who do business for you, otherwise known as your vendors, receipts for purchases you may have made, and invoices you issued to your customers. Step 2. Enter all this information from the source documents into journals and accounts. Step 3. Perform end-to-end procedures. This means that perhaps at the end of every month, you ensure you have a record of all funds coming in and all your expenses so that you can balance your accounts and perform reconciliations. What do we mean by reconciliation? Reconciliation means you ensure all your records agree. When you check on money coming in and going out at the end of each period, you should be able to account for everything. Step 4. Close the books for that period. As a social enterprise, you are also operating like a small business. Here are some common types of bookkeeping accounts that you need to be familiar with. Most business transactions you do will go through your cash account. This will be divided between cash receipts, that is, cash coming in, and cash disbursements, cash going out. At the end of each month, you should reconcile your bank account, checking for any outstanding transactions or errors. This means you check your journal, your manual recording of the information versus funds you are depositing and withdrawing from your bank account, and ensure that they say the same thing. This is money due from your customers, mainly for products and services that you have sold but for which you have not received payment. Your inventory represents your goods. This may be the ready-to-sell, work in progress, or raw goods inventory. Physical counts of inventory should take place periodically to ensure that the accounting records agree with the actual inventory on hand. Similar to your accounts receivable, your payables represent money that you owe to your suppliers. You may have received the loans, maybe from family and friends, to help you get your business off the ground. It is important to be aware of any interest that is to be charged on these loans, even if you are not currently paying it. The good thing about the VM Foundation, British Council Social Enterprise in Secondary Schools program is that the VM Foundation has provided you with seed money to start your business. Pretty straightforward, right guys? This is income that you earn for selling your products or services. These accounts record all of the expenses that your business incurs. Expenses should be divided into general types, such as office expenses, rent, cost of goods sold, utilities, etc. Before I go, here are 5 tips for successful bookkeeping. The first step towards successful cash flow management is simply to understand where your cash is coming in and where it is going out. Cash flow statements can be beneficial to your business. This can be as simple as logging it in an Excel spreadsheet, cash in and cash out. Consider how you want your business to grow. Your immediate cash flow, while beneficial, may not be a true reflection of whether your business is doing well. Some of your payments from customers may be late. You may have had to make a huge one-off payment on important improvements to your business. Always keep your eyes on where you want your business to go and grow. This enables better financial management. As you start your business, your cash flow will vary. You will have high and low periods. As you become a more established business, you may have flows of increased turnover as a result of rapid growth, for example. Then there are ebbs, such as COVID-19. This may have significantly affected your business. Always think of the bigger goal and learn from the lessons in the valley. As a small business just starting out, late payment from your customers can be very frustrating and damaging to your business. You have to stay on top of your accounts receivables. Prioritize relationships with your customers. Maintain constant dialogue. Send bills out early and send reminders when needed. By now, you realize that cash flow is extremely important to the financial health of your social enterprise. You therefore need to have a cash flow management plan. Some standard features of this plan include identifying cash flow obstacles and acknowledging day-to-day operational expenses. Having a good cash flow plan will also help you to attract investors when they observe that you not only have a good business idea, but you are also managing your finances well. In this episode, we looked at basic bookkeeping principles that will help you to manage the finances of your social enterprise. We examined what is meant by bookkeeping, steps involved in the bookkeeping process, types of bookkeeping accounts, and finally, tips for successful bookkeeping. All the best in your social enterprise, and if it is only one thing that you take away from this session, it should be this: write things down. Ensure that you keep a record of all the financial activities of your business. Thanks for staying with me. I am Roxanne. This has been VM FETE.
This has been VM FETE, Victoria Mutual Financial Education to Empower, a production of the Victoria Mutual Foundation and the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica.